Peru has closed its famed historical site Machu Picchu amid continuing anti-government protests as the European Union decried the political response to the deadly unrest as disproportionate. On Saturday, the Peruvian General Directorate for Cultural Affairs in Cusco declared an indefinite suspension of access to the Inca citadel Machu Picchu in Peru due to the violence-hit region and across the country. The closure of the Inca Trails network and the Machu Picchu citadel has been ordered due to the social situation and to preserve the safety of the visitors, the ministry said in a statement. The closure of the historical Machu Picchu, one of the 7 wonders of the world, was announced as another protester was killed, taking the total death toll to 45 protesters and 1 police officer since the demonstrators took to the streets in early December demanding the resignation of the newly appointed Peruvian President Dina Boluarte. In recent days, demonstrators have repeatedly defied declarations of a state of emergency in violence-racked regions to take to the streets. The EU condemned the government's response to the unrest, saying that the police had used disproportionate force against the protesters. The EU calls on the government and all political actors to take urgent steps to restore calm and ensure an inclusive dialogue with the participation of civil society and affected communities as the way out of the crisis, the 27-member bloc said in a statement. Prior to Saturday's closing of Machu Picchu, the most iconic remaining ruins of the 15th century Inca Empire, rail services to the site had already been suspended after the track was damaged by the demonstrators. The suspension left 400 people, including 300 foreigners, stranded in the town of Aguas Calientes at the edge of the UNESCO World Heritage Site, with some pleading to be evacuated. Rescue teams on Saturday helped evacuate more than 400 visitors who were stuck in the famous Inca citadel of Machu Picchu after nationwide anti-government demonstrations disrupted transportation, according to the Peruvian Ministry of Tourism. This afternoon, the 418 domestic and foreign visitors were transferred from the town of Machu Picchu to Cusco, the ministry's Twitter account posted, along with the photos of a train and passengers. Protests in Peru have been ongoing since early December as demonstrators are demanding the resignation of Peruvian President Dina Boluarte after the country's parliament impeached former President Pedro Castillo on December 7, 2022. Castillo was charged with a coup attempt and crimes against the state that led to his arrest. He was also accused of trying to dissolve the parliament and rule by decree before the impeachment vote, which led to the then Prime Minister Dina Boluarte's appointment as the country's new leader. Protesters have been denouncing the post-impeachment government, calling for an immediate election in the country and the resignation of Boluarte.
Subscribe to One India channel and never miss an update.